Nora lived in a quiet, tidy apartment tucked beneath the old city's watchful street lamps. Her windows were tall and fogged, inviting in cool blue moonlight that dusted every worn floorboard and softly faded wallpaper. Each night she arranged her favorite blanket, worn tartan, threadbare in corners, across her lap, settling into a battered armchair with a mug of peppermint tea. The rain tapped steady rhythms against the pane. It was a world of muted comfort. Shadows napped in the corners, and the clock ticked a steady lullaby. On this particular night, as Nora drifted between pages of her battered mystery novel, a curious sound reached her ears. It was soft at first, a gentle tapping, not the rain, not the pipes, but something new and deliberate, echoing through the hush of midnight. Nora's heart stirred, not with fear, but with the familiar flutter of curiosity. Setting her mug aside, Nora gently set her book down, the soft thump echoing in her quiet room. The midnight tapping sounded again, this time from beyond her closed bedroom door, beckoning, invitation, not intrusion. Nora wrapped the tartan blanket around her shoulders like a cape and padded, barefoot, across the cool timber. She paused at the threshold, steadying herself in the comfort of her home's familiar scent, old books, lavender, the faint mineral tang of rain. Overhead, the hallway light flickered. Cool blue shadows crept up the walls. Soft amber from beneath the bedroom door beckoned her onward. Tonight, it seemed, the ordinary world wished to whisper secrets. Nora pressed her palm against the painted wood and slowly opened the door. Beyond, her bedroom was bathed in the softest lamplight, every surface painted with gentle, elongated shadows. But there, upon her neatly made quilt, lay something strange, a tiny silver key, gleaming in the vague half-light. Next to it, a folded scrap of paper. The unfamiliar shape against the patchwork quilt sent a pleasant shiver down Nora's spine. She picked up the note, her breath hitching as she made out 5 tidy words. "Follow the night's quiet clues." Each word seemed to glow with possibility, the way dew sparkles in dawn's first light. Smiling, Nora knew the adventure had only just begun. The world outside her door felt mysteriously alive, waiting. The hallways felt different now, charged with a secret, every shadow and soft creak transformed into a gentle mystery. The apartment's old wallpaper seemed etched with swirling patterns she would never noticed, as though maps or codes might be hidden beneath the paint. Cradling the silver key in one hand, Nora tiptoed toward the narrow door at the end of the hall, one she rarely used. Soft blue moonlight filtered in through a dusty skylight above, spotlighting the tarnished brass lock. Nora's heart fluttered as she slid the key into place. It turned with a soft click, unlocking the door to the apartment's tiny spare room. The air inside was hushed and cool, carrying the scent of forgotten linen and night-blooming flowers. In the window's angled light, Nora noticed a curious pattern, keys drawn in faint chalk on the wooden floor, spiraling inward, hinting at a puzzle gently waiting to be solved. Nora knelt at the heart of the chalk spiral, the scents of linen and distant rain soothing her nerves. On the floor before her rested a tiny puzzle box, its surface engraved with curling patterns of vines and keyholes. Above, the moon cast shifting clouds of shadow, and a gentle draught ruffled her hair. She examined the puzzle by lamplight, her mind working in slow, sleepy delight. Carefully, she traced the engraved path with her finger, round and round, finding gentle ridges, gentle grooves. Finally, with a soft click, the lid slid open. Tucked inside was a folded scrap of wallpaper, patterned in the same swirling shapes Nora had glimpsed on the hall. On the paper, another note: beneath the old window waits your next clue. The room seemed to hum with quiet satisfaction. She had unlocked a small wonder and felt its gentle warmth settle into her chest. The search led Nora next to her parlour's broad, rain-speckled window, the one she sat by every morning with her tea. Pulling aside the curtain, she found a faded shoebox perched on the windowsill just beneath the panes mottled with droplets. The box was tied with fraying golden thread. Nora unravelled the knot and lifted the lid. Inside, she discovered objects from her own life, a photograph of her as a child, spinning beneath autumn trees, a sprig of pressed lavender, a tiny ceramic cat. They were treasures she would forgotten, assembled as if by gentle magic for this moment of rediscovery. Tucked beneath them was a postcard. On the back, another gentle prompt: sometimes the best mysteries are close to home. Nora's heart softened. Her adventure, it seemed, was woven from the threads of memory and comfort as much as curiosity. In her hands, the ceramic cat felt cool and smooth, its tiny features worn by years of gentle touch. Nora gazed at the treasured objects, a mellow contentment blossoming where suspense might have lingered. The clues had wound through her own life, offering not just riddles, but reminders of all she cherished. She felt a steadfastness, a quiet pride in following the night's gentle call. Gathering the little collection, she continued her slow, tranquil search, following the last clues, faint arrow, printed in crayon, almost invisible, pointing towards the kitchen. Her footsteps were featherlight on the cool linoleum as she entered a space scented with clean soap and tea leaves, the familiar hush welcoming her deeper into the gentle puzzle the night had laid just for her. Nora paused in her kitchen, feeling the pulse of quiet magic that filled the air. On the refrigerator, held by a magnetic poetry tile, was a single neon blue envelope. Heart tight with anticipation, Nora opened it to find 3 puzzle-like photographs, one of her kitchen cabinet, one of the teacup rack, and one of the pantry door. On the back, a handwritten riddle, where light from the east touches the old teak wood, open and peak. Smiling at the gentle challenge, Nora tiptoed to the pantry. Pulling open its door, she found a lantern sitting atop a cookbook. Lighting it, she watched gentle golden rays spill out, painting the kitchen in soft warmth. In the lantern's glow waited a final note, its words clear as dawn: "You are the keeper of cozy mysteries. When you seek, you find. When you rest, the magic remains." Nora stood in the golden lantern light, bathed in quiet accomplishment. Each step had brought her closer, not only to answers, but to gentle memories, the things, people, and comforts that filled her life with warmth. She closed her eyes, letting the peace of the moment gather and wrap gently around her shoulders. Beyond the rain-streaked windows, the city was hushed and dreaming, but Nora remained awake a bit longer, savouring the soft magic that only nighttime can conjure. Gathering the lantern and her little bundle of rediscovered treasures, she made her way quietly back to her bedroom, her heart full and steady. As dawn whispered at the edges of the sky, Nora slipped into bed, wrapped gently in her tartan blanket. The rain eased, leaving diamond droplets clinging to the glass and softening every sound. She set the lantern by her bedside, its light a gentle ember. The mysteries of the midnight hour had folded themselves into her heart, leaving her small world feeling more enchanted, more hers than ever before. Soon she drifted off, wrapped in the comfort of familiar shadows and new memories alike, her dreams tinged with gentle clues, soft footsteps, and the promise that every night can hold a quietly extraordinary adventure, waiting just beyond the next whispered knock.